Hey, it's me, Marv. I'm back with another video. Today, I wanted to show you guys how I went from this to this. I'm going to show you a quick little step-by-step on how I made this and how I ordered it. Gotta give a shout out to Board Pushers. They're the ones that actually made this skateboard. So thank you again. Not being sponsored by them, but if they're listening, hey. Another thing I wanted to give a shout out to all the supporters out there who have been supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me to see the channel grow as quickly as it has been since the beginning of the year. So thank you again for all the support. So let's get into it. This right here is the beginning of the skateboard drawing. I originally drew it on a square artboard, not knowing what I was going to do with it later, but I thought it had some potential. This is before I even decided to use it for the skateboard. Then I went ahead and figured out that I could actually download the template from Board Pusher and then make an artboard around that template. And then that's when I went ahead and moved this drawing to that artboard. As you can see, this is the new artboard. The white border is the template that I made from their template. And as we zoom in, you can see that this is still a pencil sketch. I'm just using this to flush out the rest of my idea and trying to fit it to the form of the skateboard. Using the mask is nice because it helps me out on gauging how big everything should be and where stuff should drop. Also, I'm trying to figure out what color palette I want. And you can see all the layers I have here. I'm just building the concept out more on this stage and trying to flush out the idea that I had. We can turn on and off the border just to see what it looks like as a full drawing. And you can zoom in, you can kind of see where I'm thinking where the truck should be at. Somewhere at the bottom, somewhere at the top. As you can see, my line work is still very sketchy. I'm just trying to figure out where the light's going to come in and where my shadows should be at for this drawing. As you can see, I have all these files here. And that is because I'm limited to how many layers I can have in each document. So when I wanted to move on, I would flatten a layer, copy it, and move on. I went to inking, and this is just the line work. I inked everything. And you can see I still have my mask on it, but my line work goes past my mask. As you can see, and everything here is all in layers. I didn't flatten any of my line work yet here. As we move on to the next artboard, this is my first coloring stage. I'm really just planning out what colors I want to do for this whole project. And I really put in a lot more red on this guy and really try to define him here first. And then I also, show the shadowings and then start plotting my other colors for everything else. As we move on, you can see in this stage, I'm coloring the guy down at the bottom, going through and defining him. But at this point, that red layer has now been flattened. Now I move on to the next. You can see how I typically go about this. Do a section, flatten it, and you can see all these layers where I'm working on now. Like in this particular stage, I was working in the shirt and the bottom half of the board. And as we continue on looking at all these artboards, you can see how the artwork is actually changing throughout each stage. But you can still see all these layers that I have. There are a lot of layers that I use throughout this whole process. Then when I'm done with everything, I go ahead and flatten all the layers and I save it out as a JPEG. There are other formats you can save this out as, PDF, PNG. I just found that a JPEG worked best for me. And then I was able to go ahead and do some color correction within Photoshop before submitting the artwork to a Board Pusher. Once you submit the artwork to Board Pusher, they take about 3 to 4 days to turn around the product, and then you actually get it in the mail. And if you want special details, you can email them. They send it to you in a blank box. But they really have a really good program for people who want to start their own skateboard design company or start selling their own designs. You could actually pay to join to be a member and start making money off your own designs that get sold on their website. And you can also integrate it into a Shopify or onto your own kind of website to sell your own skateboards and have Board Pusher print and ship them out for you. If anyone's looking to do that, I think that's a great opportunity for anyone to jump down that rabbit hole and start pushing boards. When you're ordering the skateboard, you have the option to get it with trucks, grip tape, assembled or not assembled, I think. But you can order the parts with your skateboard too. I didn't do that. I just got the board itself. But I also do know that if you wanted to, you could submit designs for custom grip tape. I think that's pretty cool too, that you could actually have a custom skateboard with custom grip tape. So those are pretty neat options that they also offer too on their website. But maybe I'll make another skateboard. I'm not too sure, but I thought that this was a fun project to go through from start to finish. And I just wanted to share with you guys everything that I did from start to finish with this whole project. But there's a time-lapse video of me just drawing all the ideas and sketching out how this should look. I'll try to link that video somewhere in here. If not, I'll throw down in the description. But if you made it this far, thank you. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe. And until then, I'll see you in the next one.